back, and where do we begin? Son of a, I don't know. So check it out. Obviously, I have definitely gotten into a new genre of gaming. And so I just want to, I don't know, browse and talk about some of this stuff. So, here lately I'm into survival crafting action games. And currently you see me playing Once Human. And so because this is my entry level into this world of gaming, that's kind of it for me. That's all I know. So I've got a good friend who's telling me to get into where is this game? Where is this game? Here. He's telling me to get into this game. So what we're going to do is, again, I'm just now diving into this stuff. I'm late to the party. Again, I'm late to the party. So we're going to check this out. So this game is Ark Survival Ascended. Let me get some volume. All right. So I just want to go through a few titles and see what this genre of gaming offers. Now this shit looks really good. Looks really good. Actually, let me get that volume. I think I'm not gonna lower that. Get that volume. So, okay. Okay, some very funny looking creatures. I see you're riding the creatures. Okay, so the scenery looks very interesting. This kind of reminds me of what's this movie? One of my favorite movies. Pandora. Come on, you guys know. Okay, that's very interesting. All right, so okay, so this is. Okay, that must be like a DLC content. Okay, that's probably what that is. All right. Bear with me for a second. Ooh, all right, so that says early access game. Now that I didn't know that it's an early access, so that must mean they're still evolving the game, right? Looks like they're still evolving the game. Let's see. It says. Let's look at this real quick about this game. Respawn to a new dinosaur survival experience beyond your wildest dreams as Ark is reimagined from the ground up. God damn. Where the fuck have we heard that? From the ground up. Seriously? I think developers, you shouldn't use that statement because, Forza really fucked the community with that one. From the ground up, come on, like that, we're going to ignore that. All right, so this is the next generation of video game technology with Unreal Engine. Okay, now Unreal Engine 5, it takes a lot. Older computers can't just run that. So there, in this particular title, I can see where that could possibly bring in some issues unless they have pretty much worked out bugs and kinks and they've got it to run optimized on other PCs. You awake on a mysterious island, your senses overwhelmed by the blinding sunlight and brilliant colors bouncing off every surface around you. The azure waters of verdant island lapping at your bare feet. Okay, so yeah, okay, features. Ark Survival Ascended has completely recreated and redesigned artwork and worlds of Ark. It does look pretty good. To take advantage of the latest video game, okay, Unreal, realistically. Okay, so they're talking about, so basically, they're just talking about how good the game looks. Great. the game looks great. We'll get back to some video in a second. I just want to understand first what's going on with this game. Oh, now here's the shit show story, right? We always got to look at those system requirements. So the minimum requirements is you need to be running at least Windows 10 with all the updates. You need to be running at the bare minimum a Ryzen 5 2600X or an Intel Core i7 60 800K with at least 16 gigs of RAM, at least a Radeon RX 5600 XT, which is the base level for Radeon, base level gaming. NVIDIA GeForce 1080. Wow. So I think their baseline would have been like a 1060 for their entry level. But that, well, the 5600 is not as old as the 1080, so I'll give it that. This is a newer card in comparison to that GeForce 1080. So they're trying to give you bang for the buck, which you can afford. If you can afford that, this would be the entry level right here. All right, so you need 60 gigs of space. And of course, everybody knows you need a solid state drive. You don't want a hard disk drive. Now, what do they recommend? Of course, Windows 10 or 11. They recommend at least a Ryzen 5 3600X. Now, that's not bad at all. That's not, these things right here aren't even expensive. So this is what they recommend. Like, that's not bothering nothing. An i5, 10600, 10600, 10,600K, 32 gigs of RAM. That makes sense. Everybody with a PC, you should be running that 32 gigs of RAM. An AMD Radeon RX 6800. That's what that says. Now that right there, that's 6800 last gen. But I think these things still go for around $300. I think they still go for around $300. An NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080. I think we're still talking about $300. And you get great quality. Like that 3080 GeForce, let's not fuck around. That shit's still good shit. And that 6800 is good shit. Like, we're talking probably around $300 here, right? Probably talking about $300. And the problem is you're going to have to find those, and you're probably going to end up in a used market. And this shit sucks, but you could end up with a dud or something that somebody's burnt out. So yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but you know, we're talking in the 300. Now, if you go up to like do they have a 7800 out? I know you can get into the 4070 supers and shit like that in the 4080s, but man, you're talking like fuck, like that ain't just easy to afford. Like you gotta put some money behind that shit. But anyways, okay. So they're not really requiring much. Let's check out some more of the game. Okay, we're on a island. Some weird looking creatures, dinosaurs, of course. Dinosaurs. Now this shit looks really fucking good. Now I need to see in-game quality though. Okay. I definitely love the atmosphere. Oh, that looks fucking impressive. Like, I'd love to see that. Wow. I mean, okay, housing, nice. Okay. Wow. All right, hunting. So, actually, I could see why people play this game. I can see why. I mean, it's a lot of danger. This is a survival game with a lot of real danger. Like, what the fuck? That's some serious danger. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? This is some serious fucking danger. Yeah. Where the fuck did you get a rocket launcher at? Isn't this some prehistoric shit? This is crazy. Yeah, okay, prehistoric, a stick and rock. Where the fuck did the rocket launcher come from? I need a story to make this make sense. This is kind of, I get the bow and arrow, rocket launcher, dragons, big fucking, that's actually impressive too, goddammit. Wait a minute, did I just see some robotic shit from the future? Come on, man. Alright, so maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm definitely missing something. Fuck yeah, I'm missing something. Okay. So, hold on. So, here it's single player MMO, online PvP or landline, online co-op or LAN co-op. Okay, it's cross-platform multiplayer. So, okay, now I see that people on consoles can play with people on PC. It's early access. It's getting mixed reviews. So again, when we're talking early access or stuff in the works, I expect mixed reviews because this is how the game's going to get tuned and become a really good game. It'll take time because, you know, especially as you're working the game out, you're definitely going to have bugs. You're going to have things that people see that don't make sense. And yeah, you're going to see shit like that. So to my homeboy that told me to check this out, actually I do think this is worth playing. So it's on my wish list. It'll probably be something I add to the collection and start messing with when I find the time, because shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, God, I got games I got to fuck around with, right? All right, so what else is out there? Let's see what else is out there. Now this one I picked up, I have not cut it on yet, because obviously I'm still on another title. But this one looks really impressive as well. All right. Enshrouded.
Flameborn. Your legend echoes throughout this land.
Scenery is always a plus for me. That's the first thing. It's always making a game immersive. If the scenery sucks, you can't, you know, get drawn into the game. Right, building. I really think that's some pretty cool stuff you can build. That's really fucking crazy. I'd love to see what people in the game build. Animal collection for farming. I mean, this game looks really good as well.
Yet as life returns,
the theme is just different. Alright, got a new mountain biome. Monsters to fucking kill. That's always the plus. You gotta have something to do. Enemies, gear. Okay.
You remain and continue to shape this land, or will you seek out these new horizons?
So, pause. Let me say this, right? So, coming out of the era of role-playing, MMO role-playing games, and you guys know me, come on, I come from World of Warcraft. And to come from World of Warcraft and then to see these titles. Okay, so what was World of Warcraft missing? Open world shit to do, right? Like an open fucking world. They give you quests, which is cool. It gives you a direction. You have a bunch of quests attached to it, like people in a little town, and you continue to traverse through the world. But they didn't have building, right? Now, everybody cried in World of Warcraft. They wanted homes, houses, and all this stuff. They never really got the shit. Because World of Warcraft just focused on one thing, right? And they still do. But if you wanted to walk away from World of Warcraft, well, fuck. This looks like a good title, Enshrouded, because you still get that type of gameplay, that type of world and atmosphere, right? Except for I don't see orcs or anything. Let's keep going.
Whatever you decide, Flameborn, you
right.
must not falter. Your flame grows strong.
Of course it does.
But so too does its shadow.
So, right. So, I would say, I haven't seen one yet. This is getting very positive reviews. I haven't seen one yet. Single, online. Well, online is always a plus. Co-op. So this looks like it's going to be a PvE title, not a PvP title. It's got your base building. So when we look at shit like coming out of World of Warcraft, this could have been a direction, like if they were to make the World of Warcraft as a survival game where you have to do all the survival stuff as well. and build your housing and encampments,
of how
and
your
then play the
spark
game with your
was
friends,
ignited.
and then take on, like, say for instance, if you're the Alliance, and you like, because they always take you on a ship and land you on a fucking island, right? And then this part you're missing, the building, the housing, and uniting with friends and working together.
Into
Like,
this
that would have been a
enchanting
major
realm.
part
And
to
decay.
World of Warcraft. So I would say, if anything, if they went into the direction of building a game to this style, where you had the different factions that you could either align yourselves with the fight with, shit, man,
Answered the call.
that'll really bring Blizzard into a whole new state of gaming. Because World of Warcraft is kind of dead.
The darkness.
I'm saying that shit as an older person. I don't play it now. It's like a genre that's kind of, you know, I've kind of outgrown that genre, and I don't know how other people have. Maybe you got younger people playing it. I don't know, but it's kind of dead. I mean, doesn't this look like World of Warcraft? Come on. Looks like World of Warcraft. Just, I've got to cut this game on. I got to cut this game on and see how this plays out, because look at this shit. You know, I'm still tied into Once Human. I love that game right now. Like, but that's, you know, this is me entering into this genre. Wow, that was nice. Okay, so let's see real quick what this game requires. And that's Enshrouded. It's another early access, right? And it's on sale right now from $39 to $23. All right, but what does it require from us? All right, about this game, the realm of Ember Vale is lost in their greed for magical power. Your ancestors unleashed a pestilence that consumed the world. Enshrouded is a game of survival crafting and action role-playing game combat, set within a sprawling voxel-based continent. As you journey across the mountains and deserts of an open world, you are free to choose your path and shape your destiny. Ignite the ancient power of the flame. Survive the shroud. You start with nothing but the will to survive the wilds. You must scrape and scavenge through the ruined remnants of the lost kingdom and fend off the beasts that hunger for your flesh. Okay, so you're really starting at square one. You got to figure this shit out quick. The shroud consumes the land, it corrupts, mutating, and so you know, this is kind of like Once Human. You go into an area that really kills you as you're in the area. The longer you're in there, it just fucking tries to kill you. So it says the minimum requirements. It requires a 64-bit processor and operating system, Windows 10, for example. An Intel Core i5 6400 2.7 gigahertz 4-core processor, or an AMD Ryzen 5 1500X, which is the 3.5 gigahertz 4-core processor, or the equivalent. This is the minimum to run it, so it's probably gonna look choppy as shit. It needs at least 16 gigs of memory. It needs an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060. Now that's an old card, and it's got to be at least 6 gigs of RAM. That's an old card, so that we're talking about, like, wow. Then you got an AMD Radeon RX 580, old card. And then there's an Intel Arc A380. So the basic level of entry is there. It's probably just going to be crappy looking. But let's see what they recommend, because the recommended settings is always what's going to give you a great experience when you're playing these games. So it says, of course, you need Windows 10 64-bit processor, Intel i7-8700, which is a 3.7 gigahertz 6-core processor, and AMD Ryzen 7 2700, which is a 3.7 gigahertz 8-core or equivalent. Now, what they're saying is, for you to have a great time in this game, you're going to need a pretty nice, and that is let me see, Ryzen 7. I think I have a Ryzen 7 on this AM4 board. I have a Ryzen 7 5700X3D, and that was like a $200 processor. We're talking about an AM4 board. I don't know anything about Intel. So anybody knows Intel, get in the comment section and help the viewers who ends up seeing this video understand how it looks on the Intel side. But this recommended is really not expensive. Let's get into the graphics cards. They require for best gaming of this game is a RTX 2070 Super. And so we still that's affordable right now. I'm not sure what the price is on that, but I'm sure that's probably around maybe $200, maybe. And that's in a you're going to be in a used market. That's not something you're buying new. So I don't even know where you're going to catch that. So you'd be looking at an equivalent, right? Now, what's the equivalent to a 27 Super? I don't know. You'll have to do RTX 27 Super versus in a YouTube search. So somebody definitely have a video out there so you can know. They'll tell you, just upgrade. So then you have, it says it needs to be at least 6 gigs of VRAM. Then you have an AMD RX 6700 XT. Okay, now I get this one. I understand this one. A 6700 is in a $200 range. So they're talking about a $200 range graphics card with at least six gigs of RAM. Now 6700 is way over 6 gigs of RAM. But again, we're talking used market. Like, you're not going to find these things new. So I don't even know. Like what do you do? Like, honestly, when you buy used, again, you can find something out there. You'll probably get on what's this, eBay, and you'll do some searching there. You'll probably find something. But maybe we'll do a video on a used graphics card search. But 6700, right? If you find it, you'll probably find it around $200, maybe 6800, even better. If you find it used, you'll probably still be $300 around there floating somewhere. Finding those things new, no, not going to find that stuff new. They're older graphics cards. So I don't know. And when you start talking about its counterparts, you're talking about coming into a newer generation. And the newer generation would be a 7700, which is what I have, and I believe that's like 350 maybe or something like that. 350 and up. And we talk about a 7800 or something like that. Of course, we're paying way more. So like I said, I'm looking for that 7900 XT, and that's anywhere from $7,000 to $1,000. So we can get into money when we talk about the recommended needs to run this game. Like, entry level, it's not going to be fun. Recommended, you're gonna be putting some money in here, so you're gonna have to have a pretty decent build. And so we'll see. I do have a 7700 with a 5700 X3D, so I will definitely make some videos based on what they recommend. And I'll since my bar is showing up at the bottom, hopefully you'll all be able to see the stats playing the game. But what else is out there? There's this game, Valheim. Yeah, like, that's not a good clip right there. Let's try this one. It says very positive, so people are really liking this title. From Coffee Stain. Right, older guys. Coffee stains, it must be older guys and older women. So the graphics don't really stand out to me. The style of game, again, reminds me of something like World of Warcraft. So again, if you're coming out of World of Warcraft like me, this kind of will give you some feelings and vibes of World of Warcraft. Okay, looks like you're sieging. Looks like you've got magical powers, swords, and so you got a rogue, a hunter, a tank, and a mage. So I mean, come on, how much more World of Warcraft do we need, right? To me, Blizzard could really make a title like this. They could do it, and there's a place for it. There's definitely a place for it. Let's see. Let's check out some of these screenshots. So it looks pretty, like, that's interesting. So there's a pretty big boss right there to fight. But the graphics, to me, obviously, like, it's going to be hard, to bring people. I mean, but this has got great reviews, right? People are definitely digging this game. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. See, I don't try games till late and after the fact, and then I'm late to the party. All right, so you can see here, what do we got? So their UI design is very special. You can see you can select the items you want to use. And of course, that's pretty much how you play survival games. This, I don't understand. It kind of reminds me of like it's built off of like a Roblox engine or something. So to me, it's like, look, you look at this, like, what is this? What is this? Like, it's voxel, like, here, does this not remind you of World of Warcraft? Come on. This is World of Warcraft. Look at the damn hammer in his hand. This is World of Warcraft. Like, literally, it makes me feel like they took the old World of Warcraft game, made a destructible biome, and then that's what you're playing, right? So this could be a great game, though. I mean, look, you're building your own homes. You know what I'm saying? You can repair them. So it's like, come on, Blizzard, you could do this. You could do this, right? You know what? This literally looks like a World of Warcraft engine to me. Look at the grass, right? This really reminds me of some World of Warcraft. So this would be like a World of Warcraft survival. If you wanted to play World of Warcraft as a survival, building survival game, here it is. We got us a mage. We got us a dual sword wielder. Not dual sword. It's a single sword. No, it's not. It's a dual wield. That's what I'm trying to say. A dual wield warrior. I can't see what's going on up here, but we definitely got a mage, and that's definitely fire. So we got us a fire mage and a warrior right there. I don't know what happens after that, but that's what we got right there. Look at this is World of Warcraft. I mean, come on. So maybe that's why they have a lot of players. And again, I'm late to the party, right? We've got a single sword and shield. So what do we got there? We got us a tank and a hunter, and then we got another. What is he, a Death Knight? He's got a shield and a sword. No, he doesn't have a sword. He has a mace. Is that a mace right there? World of Warcraft. We got World of Warcraft, the survival game. And here it is, building. So one of the biggest parts that I find interesting with these types of games is literally the building of things. That's where you have to go out, collect all this stuff, and come back and build to create the weapons that you need. So that, yes, it's time consuming. Yes, building your own home is time consuming. But that's where you put your time in to create these things and where the game gets good, in my personal opinion. But who am I? Fishing, like, these things are necessary in survival games to me. I need to go fishing. I need to be able to go hunting. I need to farm. I want some farm animals. I want the wild animals to hunt to get meat and skins from. Like, all of this could have been in a World of Warcraft game. My two favorite games is Warframe and World of Warcraft, right? Obviously, you can see. So, these are like things that all survival games should have innately, which is what I'm seeing. Again, scenery looks pretty darn good. That does look, it looks pretty good to be, it just seems like outdated, looking at but that's still like a good biome to adventure in, right? World of Warcraft, here we go again. I couldn't make this shit up. It's like World of Warcraft, really. Yes, World of Warcraft once more, but this time you get to farm. Now, so you do some missions in World of Warcraft, where you'll go pull stuff out of a little farm area, But like, let's go all the way. Let's go to the whole freaking farm itself, and so that would really be exciting for Blizzard to do. Again, look at the flags. I mean, tell me this is not World of Warcraft. This is the Alliance flags right here. We're in an Alliance town. Look at the housing. You know what I'm saying? This almost reminds me of the starter area for the Alliance humans in World of Warcraft. This is what this reminds me of. Like literally, this is what it looks like. Now, right? Look at this. You're fighting bone enemies. This is the starting area for the undead in World of Warcraft. Tell me, right? Is this not like the undead starting area? The fuck? Like, come on, Blizzard. You got people taking your game and taking it into a new genre to get players, and not only they're getting good fucking reviews from this shit. I might have to get this game just to try it out because this is very fucking interesting. This looks really like some fucking World of Warcraft survival shit. And let's see how much it takes to run this game because, wow, I mean, tell me, like, is this... Wait a minute, are we doing Ark here? Are we doing Ark? What is going on there? With a little bit of Conan? What the fuck? This shit is crazy. All right, so let's see what it takes to run this game. All right, so they got a soundtrack bundle, right? And the thing would be, do they continue to work on this game? Like, that would be the shit. So it says it's a single player game with online co-ops. You can play with your buddies, right? Valheim is a brutal exploration and survival game for 1 to 10 players set in procedurally generated world inspired by Norse mythology. Craft powerful weapons, construct longhouses, and slay mighty foes to prove yourself to Odin. Explore a world shrouded in mystery. Discover distinct environments with unique enemies to battle. Resources to gather and secrets to uncover. Be a Viking. Sail the open seas. I think that volume is high. Let me deal with that real quick. Boop. Get rid of the volume. All right, we're back. Get rid of the volume. All right, to gather secrets to uncover, be a Viking, sail the open. You can sail the seas. You're in the ocean. You can sail. Look at this shit. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. You get to build your fucking community. Come on, man. So for real, Blizzard, you failed. Somebody came in and like they really did this shit. Key features: massive procedurally generated world where every biome is immersive and distinct with unique enemies, resources, and crafting recipes to discover. So you're going to find crafting recipes while playing in these biomes. You can play alone or with up to 10 players on player-hosted dedicated servers and experience unlimited world creation and enemies at scale and difficulty. That shit is like... Come on, man. Like, for real, if you've got friends, do you have friends? And it's hard when you're an adult because, you're working and your friends are working and you got families. And I get it. You got to find time to play games and relax. And then you got all this other stuff going on. So you really don't find it. But the times you do, when you can hook up with your buddies and play some of this stuff, this shit would be very interesting. Or even if you play with your kids, let's not get it twisted. If your kids are into stuff like this, you can have a great time playing the game with your kids because being a parent is an awesome thing. Sharing love to the kids. I can't say kids because sometimes your kids are adults and you just always want to think they're kids. But whatever, you get the point. Sometimes playing with your family is even fun too because you're having a great time with family. So just think about that too. All right, stamina-based combat that rewards preparation and skill. Utilize weapon types with unique attacks, different blocking styles, ranged combat dodges, and parries to fight your enemies. So that's highly interesting too, right? One, it's stamina based, so your ass ain't go Warframe infinitely flying around and shit. Nah, your ass gotta fight. All right, rewarding food system where you cannot starve and are not punished for not eating. Instead, you gain health, stamina, and regeneration buffs depending on what foods you consume. World of Warcraft, we make these meals and they give us these fucking buffs that do all this shit. Then we go do the fucking raid or the raid boss fight. All right, intuitive crafting where recipes are discovered as you explore the world and pick up new resources and ingredients. Flexible building system that takes structural integrity and ventilation into account. Build a small shelter or an entire village. Make outposts or claim abandoned buildings as your own. Then customize them to your liking. Again, World of Warcraft needs shit like this. They just need to make a new genre game of their game like this. Sail boats and ships to reach distant lands and explore the seas that offer riches to claim and monsters to fight. Fuck, man. Like, this is pretty fucking big as a game. I really want to see the fucking map at this point. So, like, this definitely is something I might want to purchase. Goodness, you see how the list of games grow for everybody out there saying, "Oh my God, there's not enough games out there," and it's like, this is a poor gaming system. What the fuck are you people talking about? Like, what the fuck are you motherfuckers looking to shit? Like, what the fuck? Some shit of fucking titles out there. All right, epic boss fights. Who the fuck wants some of that shit? You know, Elden Ring players. Of course they want a fucking epic boss fight. We got it here. Epic boss fights that will test even the best prepared Vikings and offer rewards that help you on your journey. All right, so what is required to run this game, sir? I'd like to know. Well, I'd like to know too. Damn, bro, are we getting long in this video? Yeah, we're getting long in this video. I think we're going to kill it after this one and then probably make another video at another time where we go through a few more to see what the fuck we're missing out there. But let's see what this game requires. All right, so on the minimum side, you need an operating system with a 64-bit processor, and you need to be running at least Windows 7 or later. Right, basically, this game isn't going to require shit because it reminds me of like, come on, I love this group of games. They got one called Dungeons. It's not, come on, man. Minecraft has a game called Minecraft Dungeon. I think that's the coolest voxel game, and it's fucking cool. It's a really cool game. It's the best one I've seen to make, but that's why it doesn't require much, right? Because this is pretty much what it looks like that you're running. You need a 2.6 gigahertz quad core or similar processor. We don't care which one you get, just make sure it's 4 fucking cores. 4 core 8 threads will probably be even better, right? At least 2.6 gigahertz. You need at least 8 gigs of memory, right? You need a minimum of a GeForce GTX 950, so you don't even need a 1060 here. You can run with a this isn't requiring much of anything, but it's probably still going to look shitty. At least a Radeon high def or HD 7970. I can't even go back that far to even comprehend that. Let's see, DirectX version 11, 1 gig of storage. Oh, this must be a small game. Oh, fuck yeah, this is a small game. Recommended 64-bit processor and operating system, Windows 7 or later, i5 3 gigahertz or Ryzen 5 3 gigahertz. So they don't even clarify like which one. They just saying just get one of them, right? You'll be okay. 16 gigs of RAM, GeForce GTX 1060. There we go. So if you want to have fun with the game, get a 1060. Like, that's really not requiring shit. Or a Radeon RX 58. It's nothing. That's nothing. So what have we learned here? This game doesn't require shit, and so anybody with the very minimum PC can pretty much run this game. That's why it looks the way it does, right? Because it's not requiring much. So the very positive probably comes from the fact that, one, it probably reminds people of World of Warcraft. Two, it doesn't require much. People probably run this on their laptop. So it's probably not requiring, it's not requiring much. And then they can play with their friends, and it's not requiring much. Anybody can just get into it. So yeah, that's pretty much what that is. Yeah. So we've got more of this to go. I'm gonna kill it right here, but we definitely have more of this stuff to go, because as we look into the survival side, these gamings, they're being generated, this genre, it's really fucking interesting, and I want to learn more. So yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one.